if you keep attracting some dusties, you might gotta sweep some dust off your home porch. Hey guys, it's Lachey Ash, also known as the Hair Magician, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I've experienced and I've learned after being behind the chair for 11 years. Number one, invest in quality products and quality tools. You cannot be out here charging these clients top dollar if you're using bottom dollar products. Now granted, there are some bottom dollar products that do get the job done just as well, but come on now, let's be fair. If you know you're paying $10 for the product, let's not charge $100 for the service. Is that fair to you? Number two, please do not be afraid to say no. Saying no will save you so much time in the long run. If you know for a fact that guests shouldn't be getting it, whether their hair isn't healthy enough or they don't have the lifestyle for the service, or if they're requesting a service that you're not comfortable doing or you're just not great at doing, please just say no. It's nothing worse than executing a style and knowing that it wasn't worth the price that you're about to charge for and risking the possibility of the guest reaching out to you later on in the week or later on that day saying that they're not happy or even requesting a refund. So if you have to say no, just say no. Just say no.
I want to marry.
I gotta see. Just say no. Just say no. No, I gotta see.
Number three, this has really helped me. Always keep an inventory or a back bar of your favorite products. Something that I swore by, it was Kenra Glass Spray. I swore by it, but unfortunately it is now discontinued by the company, and I am still in the process of finding something that mirrors that exact product. Had I just stocked on it, you know, for a while, at least when it discontinued, I would have still had some in stock while I was trying to find out what product actually mirrored the product and gave me the same result. So again, if you know you love that product, please just save yourself time and stock up on your inventory. It's nothing like having your favorite product at your leisure. Number four, I'm talking to the hyper independent stylists, the stylists who feel like they are octopus and they got 8 hands. Please delegate. You cannot do everything yourself, sis. I understand that you want to. I understand that in your mind it's only going to be a way if I get it done. Trust me, I'm the same. But we cannot do everything ourselves. So if you know for a fact that cleaning your house is something that you struggle with, not because you are nasty, but because you know you stand on your feet all day, hire a cleaning lady. If you know that if you do not cook, you're going to starve, and if you don't cook, you're going to eat out and you need to save money, hire a chef. Meal prep. If you know for a fact you have kids and sometimes you do not want to go home and deal with them, hire a nanny if you can afford these things. I'm not pushing it on you, but please delegate. It saves us so much time and so much creative energy. Just imagine how much we could get done if we just gave certain tasks to other people. I know the money is a thing sometimes, but baby, peace is also a thing and time is also a thing. So choose your lesser evil, okay? Number five. You guys know I always say I'm a business first, hairstylist second, and one thing that allows me to be a business first is having a business number. You cannot call Wells Fargo after 5 o'clock. You cannot call your local Starbucks after their closing time. You cannot call certain businesses after they're closed. You are a business and you should operate as such. Please stop allowing people to reach you at your personal number at all times of the night. If they call or text that business number, so what? You can cut it off when you're off. But get a business number. It looks better on paper and it just feels better as a person, as an individual, as a human being. Number six, always remember to put yourself first. Now, I know that this may be a little hard for some, but the reason why it's super important to make sure you put yourself first is because as a premium stylist, charging premium prices, we have to make sure that we give an experience as well as an amazing service. So showing up for your client sometimes is difficult when you have a lot on your mind, when you have a cluttered space, when you are just at a very empty capacity. So recharging yourself, decluttering your space, taking that time to recharge so you can show up with the full mental capacity that you need, because we all know that we're therapists as well. So showing up in that way really allows your guests to be more comfortable. And they're more willing to sit in your chair. And I'm not sure about you, but my day goes a lot more smoother when I am showing up for myself first, you know, and then showing up for my client second. Again, because I know if I'm gonna do it for anybody, I'm gonna do it for me. Okay, now sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, and I get it, we're all human, but the only thing you can do is show up and do your best. And whatever your best may look like, do it, but always remember to put yourself first. Number 7, it is okay to not be for everyone. Some people like ugly hair. You don't do ugly hair. It's simple. It's so simple. I've had people who have these strangest requests. And in my brain, I'm just like, wow, my beautiful, beautiful sister. My beautiful sister. That ain't happening. Okay, I can't give you that. I don't know how to give you a middle part with no forehead out. And we ain't talking about no curtain bang situation. We talking about she needed a bang situation. She ain't want one. Okay, I don't know how to give you zhuzh if you don't bring me the zhuzh. You know, so it's okay. I'm just not the stylist for you. And that is okay. That does not make me less than a person. That doesn't make me less of a stylist. That doesn't make me less creative or less talented. Number 8. This may be a little obsessive to some, but this is a real thing. Please ask your client before you just take out your camera and take a picture of her. Please ask her if she is camera friendly today. Hey boo, do you mind if I take a picture of your sleigh? Bars. Ask her. And clients, please, 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 please ask before you just go vlogging in someone's space. This is my personal space. And if I do not want your camera all up in it, your camera not gonna be all up in it. You're not paying to come take pictures of my salon while you're in it. You're paying to come get your hair done. And I'm not paying you to take pictures. So I think the courtesy goes both ways. Ask before you pull out your camera. Hell, the client probably called out of work to come get their hair done today. And now you done blasted them. Okay. So please make sure you ask. And clients, if your stylist does not ask, do not be afraid to say, oh no, I'm not interested in pictures today, thank you. It was such an honor, such a pleasure. But today, because we be looking like snitches sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you. We don't be looking the most presentable. And I don't want to be on your camera looking crazy. That's the end of my TED Talk. Number 9, this is so controversial to the industry, but it's not controversial to a 9-to-5, but charge hourly. And I'm not gonna go too much into that, you know, because it is a whole segment that is gonna require a whole nother video. But stylists, please charge hourly and do not apologize for it. Next, number 10, set the standard that is going to attract your ideal clientele, baby. Okay, so you cannot be walking around looking dusty, and want this high-end Marc Jacobs, Prada, Louis Vuitton stylist. You know, a lot of times people like to go where they feel most comfortable, and 9 times out of 10 they feel most comfortable being around things that they're familiar with. Even if they are familiar with that, that's just not the lifestyle that they live anymore. So if you're okay with attracting a certain level of clientele, by all means offer that. But if you want another level of clientele, you have to offer this. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so if you keep attracting some dusties, you might gotta sweep some dust off your home porch. Number 11, another controversial opinion. It's okay to cancel without an explanation. You do not have to tell your guests why you're canceling. You can just say, hey, unfortunately, I have to cancel. Even if it's last minute. You do not owe nobody no explanation. That is not their business. Their business is knowing if and when they can reschedule and when their deposit will be refunded. Notice I didn't say if their deposit was going to be refunded. I said when, because some of y'all stylists crazy. I was about to use profanity. Some of y'all stylists be crazy. Y'all be charging these people their deposits and full prices when you don't show up or when you inconvenience them by rescheduling their appointment. Baby, no. No, I'm not responsible for you getting my hair when you cancel my appointment. Send me my money back. I don't care about none of that. Remember, I said that's why a refund account is a thing. Because in the event that anything needs to be canceled, you should always be able to refund your client their money back if you are canceling them. Okay? Or if you're offering some type of grace or courtesy in refunding them on a non-refundable payment. Don't be out here keeping folk money and you done cancel them. But again, it's okay to cancel without explanation, because when clients cancel, they don't owe us an explanation. They don't have to tell us that their dog died. That's none of our business. And with that being said, number 13, if you have a client policy, you need to have a stylist policy. And it needs to mirror your client policy. So if you're a no call, no show, whatever penalty that you have for that guest, you need to have for yourself. There's been times where I have had to cancel someone last minute, and not only did I reschedule them with a free of charge service, but I actually given them money. You know, so make sure your client policy and your stylist policy mirror. Okay, you do not want to be out here being one of those stylists who just out here just scamming. You're giving us a bad name. Okay. Number 14, if your client needs a trim or a cut, if she don't want to cut it, do not make her cut it. Do not be a hair bully. She gotta wear it. The only thing that you can do is give her the disclaimer, give her the fine print of what can happen if she keeps those dead split ends. That's it. And make sure she understands that, hey, your hair is going to swell quicker. You're already susceptible to reversion because you don't get your hair pressed out often. So being that you're keeping these boards ends, your hair is going to swell prematurely. I'm not responsible for that. I just want to give you that heads up. And a lot of times they say, okay, cool, no problem. We can go ahead and, just cut it. And oftentimes they say, oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. I know. I'll just press it back out. And that's their business. But do not make them feel bad or bully them because they don't want to cut their hair. It's their hair. I know we're sensitive, about our ish, but we can't make somebody do something that they're not comfortable doing. Number 15. Not every stylist is jealous of you. Number 16, it is okay to not know how to do a style that a client requests. That's what being a niche stylist is all about. Just make sure you're honest. Sorry sis, unfortunately I do not know how to do French rolls. I can recommend someone to you though. She's about 90, but she does French rolls. Okay? Just be honest. And if you can't do it and they say, just try it. If you're up for it, let them know, hey, this is a try, okay? If at first I won't succeed or I don't succeed, I will not pick it up and try again. And I'm still charging you full price because you wanted me to do it. Number 17, rescheduling is still canceling. Need I say more? So if you have a rescheduling and a cancellation policy, make sure they match. Please make sure they match. Because let me just give y'all a little gist, okay? Say you have a cancellation policy that charges 75% of the service if you cancel within, let's say, 48 hours. And then you have a rescheduling policy that says you're charged 20% if you reschedule within 48 hours. The client can finesse you and reschedule the appointment and then cancel just to alleviate paying the whole 75%. Or better yet, say you have a cancellation policy and no rescheduling policy. And instead of them canceling, they reschedule. And once they reschedule, they cancel. Just to avoid paying the cancellation fee. You get what I'm saying? Soak that in. Soak that in. Number 18. Charge what you want to make and not what you need to make. The reason why I say that is because naturally you're already going to have an inclusive price for your bills and for, the necessities that it takes to live, correct? But we also like to have fun. We also have a lifestyle. And yes, I am a stylist that charges for my lifestyle. Y'all do it. Y'all do it. So I'm going to charge for my lifestyle too. Because y'all do it. Okay? Just because I didn't go to college don't mean I don't deserve a Mercedes. Okay? Just because I didn't go to college and I don't have a degree does not mean that I don't deserve a nice house. Okay. Just because I didn't go to college and I don't have a degree and I wasn't in school for 12 plus years after my 12 mandatory years does not mean that I don't deserve to travel the way y'all travel and stay in the nice places. Y'all do it. And speaking of vacations, this brings me to number 19. Do not be afraid to take long vacations. Your clients are going to be waiting for you when you get back. They may go see other stylists while you're away, especially if you recommend them. Please recommend them. Don't let them wander, okay? Recommend them. Look out for them. But understand that it's okay to take long vacations because you need them. You stand on your feet all day. In the process of you standing on your feet, you're putting your ankles, your phalanges, and your knees to good use. You are shampooing hair. When you're shampooing hair, you are using your shoulders and you're using your spine. So you're hunching, okay, Quasi? You're hunching. You're using your wrists. You know, you're using your fingers. You're consistently going like this, okay? Putting yourself at more risk every day to get carpal tunnel. Oh, did y'all hear that pop? Did you hear that pop? More risk to get carpal tunnel, okay? And not only that, you're using your brain. You're using your brain to listen, to dissect, to reflect, to divide, okay? Because sometimes we don't be knowing what be going on. We be having clients coming here from all which ways of life, and we be having to be present in the moment without drifting to what we're going to eat later on that day. So it takes a lot. So please, 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 make sure that you are taking vacations for as long as you need to take them, because your body needs time to heal. Number 20, I don't know who needs to hear this, but please understand that clients notice what you think they do not notice, okay? That grime on the floor, that dirt in the comb, that grime around the sink, the rim sink from the neck, they notice that the same way you do. Please get it up. Please clean it. Please. Number 21, this is a big one. Educate yourself so you can educate your clients. Your clients are coming to you not only for your skill, but also for your education. I cannot tell you how many times I have educated a client on why their hair was shedding after they had a baby. Or they just came from a vacation and next thing you know, their hair started shedding 3-4 months after their vacation. And I'm like, okay, well, how was the water? How was this? How was that? And they can't figure it out. And then I'm like, okay, well, were you sick? And they're like, okay, I did test positive for the C word when I got back. And I'm like, that's it. The C word does pushes your hair into the telogen phase. It's E-T. I know it's a telogen phase, but I cannot remember the first word before that. But it's basically when your hair just sheds out. It goes through a shedding phase. And everybody's different. It doesn't last the same amount of time as it would last for someone else. But I would have only known that because I educated myself. Had I not done the education, I wouldn't have been able to tell my client anything. And she, one, could have possibly thought I did it. Or two, just went to another stylist who was more educated. So please make sure you're educating yourself so that you can educate your clients. Last but certainly not least, number 22, please make sure you have fun behind the freaking chair. You know, what is the purpose of having a career that you cannot enjoy? You know, make the best out of your career so it can make the best out of you. I say all the time, my clients have played a major part of who I am today. And that is why I filter my chair, you know. Something we got to consider in another video, but filter your chair. You know, it's a difference between returnings and regulars in my chair. I can go over that in another video because it's a whole segment. But yeah, filter who you allow to take a lot of space in your chair. All money is not good money. You know, so if you know you got some guests that's causing you to not enjoy your career, you know, causing you to feel burnt out, it might be time to write them a Dear John letter, okay? A little exit letter. This client-stylist relationship is not working. But yeah, seriously, enjoy yourself behind the chair. Do whatever it needs to do. Do whatever you need to do, excuse me, to enjoy yourself behind that chair. Whether it's sprucing up your space, the type of music you play, the way you show up, you know, coffee, whatever it takes, boo. Do what you gotta do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment and let me know some things that you learned from being behind the chair. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.